morning to everybody. Today we are excited here in Mago Lab because we are introducing Mago Classroom. So Mago Classroom is a new suite for broadcasting the lessons in the local area network of the classroom. So no need of internet, no need to use bandwidth, and everything stay in your classroom. So I will show you now a demo. First of all, we have a possibility to start the lessons without any device as a teacher, only if I have a login. So from login, I need to enroll on Google, or I can use user and password. So students are not able to tamper the system and access to any application behind this launcher. On the left, if I want to use a podium or my laptop, I just follow the instructions. So I just go into the web browser, and then I can sign in with Google. So now I use Google, and here we go, pressing my account, I'm in. So now I'm connected, and I can start the lesson from the screen or from browser. Everything is synchronized. Starting here, depending on the setting, you can share automatically the entire screen, and hitting start, now the lesson is broadcasted into the local area network. I will show you how the student connect to the system. So here we go, you see the class code 07003, and thanks to the Mago app for student, the code is automatically broadcasted on the local area network. So you just hit join, and this iPad is receiving the code. This is an Android phone, hitting here, same, so it's already connected to the lesson. And on this tablet, I intentionally not installed the application, just to show you that I can also join with a browser without installing the application. So 0703. Here we go, join class, and we have a stream full screen of the lesson. Now teacher can start the presentation, but before to show you something very cool, I want to use any application on this screen. So what is showcased in the Android board is also streamed live into the console and into any device, including phone. So I can use an example, this here link board with a native whiteboard, and start to draw, and then I can create everything, so without having a custom application. So this is just an example. And if I want to open another apps, you see the launcher, you see here that everything is replicated. Example, we have a YouTube video, and here we go. So we want to start music, everything is live. So all the stream are in HD, so we have 720, 1080p and 4K. So we can support in LAN offload up to 200 devices, so no need of 1 bit connected to internet. So I skip, so the application are native, and the audio is on the classroom. So here in the device, I'm also able to redirect the audio. If I want to use headset, I can also tap to unmute. Oh, sorry. You see? Now is the iPad. And the teacher can remove the audio from the student. So from the console, I see Chris, iOS, iPad, and they say stop audio. So now the audio is only in the classroom. So this is an amazing feature. So we can add a flag, a tree, submit, and submit. So all the students now submitted the quizzes, and I can present to the screen. It was in the polls, it was everybody answered, and show result. We see into the classroom, but also in every device connected the result. So this is just an example of the use. The teacher is streamed to the classroom, and I can use my application on my Mac, and in the classroom I'm able to interact. And also I have a possibility with this small menu to use the magic annotation, and you see also on the devices that disappear after a few seconds, or I can add also marker. And why? Because this is a teacher but also student. If teacher enable the possibility to annotate, and you see there is a small button here, and then you can interact and take a screenshot of what you are interested in. See, this is live, so now if I change something here, student can also see live and continue by shutting here, so they can also annotate and add post-it, an example. And at the end of the lesson, close, they can save on their devices the PDF with all the notation. So this is one example. Last but not least is on Android devices. You have a Mago app in this case, when the browser is not supported. I can request to present. So now I stop my device. I come back to the lesson. And I want to stream a device of the student supporting an example Android. So I just request to share, enter screen, start. So now the student device is streamed inside the classroom. And if it's Android, I have a remote button. So I'm able to interact here from the console. And if I want to also invite an example iPad, I'm able, because I can stream 4 devices to the entire classroom. And on iPad, I request, I choose start broadcast, and now side by side, we have a possibility to stream to the entire classroom the device of the student. So then you can showcase the device of the student. So remote control is only available on Android. On browser and iPad, I'm able to get the stream and stream out to the very important tool for teacher is the chat. So chat, it's not a normal chat. So you can write only as a teacher to everybody, and student can answer only to teacher. Or if she or he decide to write to everyone he can chat with teacher, or I can select only one student. So now I write in one way, hello. And on the devices, you see there is chat, also in the web browser, and there is no way to answer. And in chat, teacher can also drag files like PDF, PowerPoint, or pictures. An example, I have a picture here, release, and hitting start is now sent to the devices. And also here you see, and here you see. So this is a very important functionality. Chat one way and chat to everybody. On the student devices, you see there is a small hand, so I can raise hand, and you see raise hand also here. So the student that raise hand is now Chris on iPad. Then I can unlock. And from the phone I have the same. So we have raise hand, and we have now raise hand. The same indicator is also here in the console. So if you don't have a laptop as a teacher, no problem. You can tap here and you have the functionality that you have in the laptop console. So then here you can remove the student, you can raise hands, you can enable student annotation. For more information, stay tuned on mago.io. Thank you.